Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, at long last. No more anticipating. Transformers Studio Series Lockdown, the very last figure of Wave 2 that we need to take a look at the spotlight of the reviewing station. It makes me so sad that there won't be any other Studio Series to take a look at for quite some time until Wave 3 is released. They don't have to announce it. I already know what's in this line, and I gotta say, kind of a bummer that it's mainly redecos of figures we've already got out of this line, but hey, whatever. More Studio Series, more power to us, because I love the Studio Series regardless. Anyway, before we take a look at the action figure in hand, let's put him aside for a moment. Take a look at the packaging as partake of every single video review on this channel. So what we got here, it's very nice promotional artwork for Lockdown from the movie. It may actually be an image that was taken from the movie itself and just slapped on the packaging. Really good regardless. I don't care. It's really nice. This definitely defines the character. Pretty awesome. He also has in this picture his, I think it's a shotgun or maybe it's just a rifle. Figure does not come with this, but the KSI drone that this figure mold will be redecoed for in the next wave will be coming with that, so yeah, I guess it's a win. Anyway, number 11 of the Studio Series, there's Lockdown's name, there's the Decepticon logo, there's Aegis 18 Plus, Hasbro, Takara Tomy, Transformers, Age of Extinction, where this action figure of the represented character comes from. Transformers, the Misaligned Generations logo at the top right corner, onto the side of the packaging, and of course we've got the messed up what should be Decepticon logo actually being an Autobot logo, but it's actually just like Studio Series Jazz. It's actually imprinted directly dead center at the side of the window packaging. They're getting so much better at this. They just need to give the characters the right faction, that's it. Yeah, took me a while to remember that. Anyway, unlike the other figures of Wave 2, it's using the same artwork from the front and the side. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer. Anyway, down below that we got the stamp of Authentic Transformers, which, to remind you, if it doesn't say authentic, it's a knockoff. That's my catchphrase. Right, so Studio Series number 11, Lockdown. Very up close, in your face. Look at that, look at those lips. Yeah. So, okay, on the back, we got some information regarding the figure and the backdrop this time. Please no Mission City Battle, please no Mission City Battle. It's enemy ship infiltration, right? So, here's Lockdown in his Lamborghini car mode. Here he is in robot mode, and it only takes 14 steps of transformation, but going about transforming this figure the very first time, it just seemed a little longer. Other figures available in this line, we've already taken a look at all this, so, for a moment there, I thought that said 12. Okay, it just got me. It was oversight. Anyway, backdrop included. You get the idea. Oh, look. It's actually licensed by Lamborghini. Yeah. I think Jazz was licensed as well. I just didn't take a look at that. Anyway, moving right along with Lockdown in his Lamborghini Aventator car mode. Try saying that 5 times. Aventator. I think I said 6 times there. But anyway, yeah. Definitely defines the character from the movie. I mean, look at that. It is so much accurate. So much better than the actual mold that we got back in Age of Extinction, which was such an offsetting color. I mean, this looks like Lockdown, like it came off straight from the film and into the palm of my hands. I mean, look at the black, look how shiny it is. Look, we got some paint here for the headlights. We got what's supposed to be the logo here for the Lamborghini, which I guess they just couldn't get on there. Maybe it's just too small to imprint on here. Anyway, on the back, we do have some nice painted taillights, which is really good. There's a lot of detail overall. This area where the engine would actually be on the inside is actually raised, as you can see. You hear that? Oh, that feels so good. It's music to my ears. Yep, anyway, we do have some pinwheels here, which do roll very loosely, which is very nice. You don't want them tight, because then they wouldn't roll. So when I say loosely, I mean they work really good, as they should. They do roll pretty nicely on the ground, all 4 of them, which is good. And yes, his weapons do actually attach to the side of the car for looking more badass in my opinion, but also because it's storage. There's absolutely no way that they could have fit these at the bottom, which I would have preferred. You know what? I'm just looking at this from the side here because I forgot to show it off before the action figure. So, hey, you got away with this one. But, yeah, other contents includes his instruction manual, which we'll take a quick look at. So, going by this, you can get a look at how the transformation works. And from the back, told you they attach from the side. Yep. Alright, so there you had your moment. So, there's not much else to say about this very nice looking car. From the top, the sides, it's all real good. From the bottom, you can obviously tell what's going on here. It's a robot trying to be in disguise, but failing at it pretty bad. But hey, since this is a studio series, I'm going to let it slide because it's a really nice, pretty big car, as a matter of fact. Let's do some size comparisons to show off how big he is. Here he is with Scorponok. Now, if you remember, Jazz was like maybe half the size of Lockdown compared to Scorponok. One other figure to showcase off since he's here. Here's Nemesis Prime in his cab truck mode. So, yep. Yeah, this wouldn't work at all. Right, so with that all said, what do you say we go about transforming this guy from his car mode to his robot mode? What you want to do, first of all, is you want to come over here and you want to detach the side doors here from this lock panel here, just like this. Do the same thing on this side here. It's a little tighter on this side, but you gotta get your fingers in there and kind of pry it over like so. And then that will give you the ability to slide this down and untab from the front of the car like this. And then we're gonna come back here. And what we're gonna do really is we're going to separate this top section here in between this section right here in the middle between his legs. And I want to hold down these sides here, not the top, and I want to push as good as I can until it actually pops out. And it may actually be better if you use your thumb. Make me a liar, Lockdown. There we go. So now that I got that detached, I'll go ahead and start working on the legs here. So what we want to do is we want to untab this back section of the bumper and flip down his foot. And this is going to become his heel spur, so you flip this back up and make sure this this hinge here is folded up all the way and pushed out all the way like that. So it gives him really nice heel spurs. And then rotate, just like that. Do the same on this side here. It's a little tighter on this side, and it may actually take the bumper with him. There it goes. Yep, my results to my figure, yours will be different. Anyway, angle that out, flip that up, rotate to get this back section up, like so, and leave it like that for now, because what we want to do is have enough clearance to flip this section up on this double hinge. You want to go from this hinge here, untab it, and fold it in, just like that. And once you got it like this, then you want to take that hinge again and fold it back flat. Just like that. And then, and only then, should you even worry about getting his head out. I might have to do a jump cut here because it's really stuck. Alright, now that I got his head out, what you want to do next is close all this back up as long as you've got it flattened. There you go. It should tab as it did. Fold in these panels here and then take this whole backpack section, yes, backpack, and bring it up. On a very tight connection, it's not going anywhere. Next thing to do is you want to rotate at the bicep here from the shoulder, the wheel, take it all the way to the back like so. This panel here, which I got my finger on, flip it forward just like that. Untab his elbow and rotate the whole forearm section, and there we have an arm. Do the same on this side. Rotate, rotate, untab, and rotate. And then adjust the figure to your liking, getting to stand up just right. And lo and behold, there is Studio Series Lockdown in his robot mode, and he is amazing. just again, just like Jazz, he may have quite a bit of a backpack, but I gotta say, this is a really impressive robot mode from the front, which is where everyone's going to be displaying their figures, not from the back. That's why Hasbro really doesn't care how it all plays out in the end at the trunk. So, the front, he looks really good. And he's got quite a bit of paint work as well. He's got some silver to break up all the black molding. He does have some gold as well. His eyes are nicely painted, crisp and clean. Look at that face sculpt. Look at that. That's definitely locked down. Would have been cool if there was actually an incorporation of his visor, helmet, whatever from the movie. You know, it would have been nice if they were able to use that, but I guess that's why they got that KSI drone coming in the next wave to give us the things that they couldn't give us on the budget they had to make this stuff and offer to us at retail. Regardless though, very nice figure and a pretty good size for a deluxe character for side-by-side comparisons to get this rolling. Here's Studio Series Jazz, the previously reviewed action figure on this channel. Let's get him more centered. There you go. Here's Voyager Class Brawl. As I raise the camera up, because he is pretty big. And he comes up to his chest, which is nice. And one more size comparison, so I can bring out the whole entire Studio Series like I've been doing, but I'm not going to waste my time at that. It's not going to make much of a difference anyway. So here's Leader Class Grimlock, the biggest figure out of the Studio Series. Backing him up as far as I can, as you can see. Yeah, he comes up almost to the waistline of the figure. So, you know, first deluxe class figure of the Studio Series, Lockdown is pretty tall. It's a really nice figure. I really do like everything that went into the execution of this guy. It is so much leaps and bounds better than the original mold that we got from the Age of Extinction toy line. That was not a Lockdown. Let's go for the articulation on this guy, because this is a long video as it is. We do have ball jointed head, which is kind of hindered by all the collar section here. Just, you're really not going to get much. Even pushing it all the way out, I mean, that's about as much as you're going to get. Due to transformation, you can get it to go back and forward. So if you want him looking up, there you go. You can do that, but not much else. You do have some ball jointed shoulders. You get this much inward and outward. You do get a full rotation. As long as you, well, there are things that are actually blocking it. I can't get it down. I can't actually show you a complete rotation. So, yeah. Let me correct myself. You can get a good amount, but you just can't get it all the way. You do have a bicep swivel joint due to transformation. You got ball jointed shoulders. It does get 90 degrees of elbow play, which is nice. Nothing at the wrist. You do have a waist joint, though, which is very nice. You do have ball jointed legs. You get this much kicking forward, this much going back. Maybe a little more. There you go. And then, of course, as we test it, oh no, this is about as much as you get, so gotta point it out to you guys. We do have thigh swivel joints. We got single jointed knees. It does get 90 degrees of bend. And then you got some hinge joints for up and down movement at the feet. And no ankle rocker pivot, but you do have some movement at the heel spurs as well. Which is why I worry about this side here, holding the figure up for stability. Over time, it's just going to get real loose. While it doesn't look like it, he does actually have quite the backpack here. So, I mean, it is a little top heavy. And I do have to go about rearranging the feet here to get him to stand up straight, which is kind of difficult on my figure. One of the knee joints is a little looser than the other one. In the end, it's not really going to make much of a difference for me, but I do like this figure regardless. So let's give him his weapons here, which I'll showcase one more time if I haven't shown them off completely. As you can see, he's got his sword, you know, not rifle, guys, sword. And then he's got his hook thing from, I'm guessing where it started was Transformers Animated. And you can just tab it into his hand, like so. And you have that, you take the sword. And you have options here. You can have him hold it by the hand like a real sword, or you can, just like in storage in this car mode, you can tab it in right there on the side. And then he's got a sidearm weapon like that. So, yeah, pretty cool figure in my opinion. I think this one is actually a real win here. By all means, go out and pick it up if you can find it. One other thing that we need to look at real quickly, and that, of course, is the backdrop that comes with this figure. And thank God it's not Mission City Battle. So what we got here is a lockdown ship. As you can see, we got a ship getting ready to take launch here. Anyway, there's not much to really showcase here. It is kind of plain when you think about it. I mean, there's not really much battle action going on here. There's no battle action at all. It's probably preparing for battle. Anyway, let's stand the figure on it and get our overall look at the figure being displayed on it. It's okay. Again, I really wish that maybe the platforms could be just a little more out here, because there really is nowhere to display these figures when you want to fully pose them unless they're standing straight on the backdrop. I do like the backdrop, but when it really comes to displaying the figures on them, it's a hit or miss, and most of the time it's actually a miss because it's just not enough space. That's all I'm really saying about it. But regardless, that's going to be the end of this video. So if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. And don't forget to throw in the towel. And until then, this is the Unprofessional Toy Reviewer, Red's Power sign off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you whenever you see me.